So I started for some reason with Spanish, which is the red one, and it's in my ears because I was traveling in Latin America and I learned it by hearing. I didn't know any when I went there, and when I came away from there, I knew some, so I kind of learned it by listening. And then I have the green one, it's Italian, and it's in my hands because I feel like every time I try to speak Italian, it's like I want to do this. So, and then the purple one, that's actually a dialect from Finland. It's from where I'm from, Pohjanmaa. So it's in my heart because it's. I don't. When I speak Finnish, I don't really speak the dialect, but whenever I call my mom or someone from there, it's like it starts to come. So it's. Yeah, so that's why that's there. And then I have Finnish. It's the blue one, so that's in my eyes because, well, I see everything in Finnish, so that's why that is in the eyes. And then I have Russian. That's the black one, and it's in my shoulders because I'm trying to learn it, and it's very difficult. So it feels like like it's a big task to learn it.
Okay.
And then I have English. That's the orange one, and that's in kind of like my stomach because it's kind of like gut feeling always to speak in English if like I don't have a common language with the person. And then I have Swedish, the last one. It's in yellow and it's in my feet because I'm from Swedish speaking area. So it's kind of like my motherland or something like that. So
Okay.
yeah, that's my languages.
Should I speak in Italian or in English? Maybe I prefer to speak in English. I don't know why. Okay, so mine looks like this. I put Italian like kind of everywhere, both in my ears, in my mouth, and in my heart because it's my mother tongue and I really love it and I use it all the time. And then I put English in my legs, but not as in like kicking it away, as you put it, but as in something that could bring me away and could be useful. And because it's also a language that I used to come here, for example, and that I could use if I had to like study abroad or have a job abroad or something like that. And then I put French in my brain, and it's the only other language that I know and study. And I put it there because I'm still studying it, and it's very difficult for me. And so I can't really use it as a language as I would use English. I just know the like academic
Rules.
and it's pretty, yeah.
Okay.
And then I put two dialects too. And I put Siciliano in the yellow one. That is from my father's side of my family. And I put it there because I associate it with summer and warmth. And I don't know, it made sense for me that it was there. I don't know, my arms. And I can't speak it, but I really love to hear it when I go to visit my family in Sicily during the summers. And yeah, it's been a while, so I really miss it. And then I put Piemontese in blue, like here somewhere, like in my belly, because and it's, I don't know, I wanted to represent kind of a bad feeling because it's my dialect from my mother's side, but I'm not really connected to it because I cannot speak it, and cannot really understand it. And I feel that this is a missing opportunity that I could have had, like to connect with my grandfather from my mother's side or something like that. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how to show this. I wrote so much. But basically, I like to think in English. So that's why it's like this very rational part of my head. And then there's French that is in the cheeks, because when I was a kid, it was like the first like foreign language that I wanted to learn. So it's like enthusiast. How do you say, like innostunut? Enthusiastic. So it's in the like red cheeks.
Nice.
And then there is Danish in my throat, because it's very much in your throat when you try to speak it. And it's like a language that I tried to learn for a year, and it's kind of stuck in my throat because I cannot speak it, even though I tried. So it's stuck there. And Finnish is close to my heart and also in the feet, because it's like the basis of everything, and close to my heart because it's like I don't need to really think about it to understand it. And then Italian is in the stomach because I lived in Italy for a year and I ate a lot during the year. Okay. So I learned a lot through my stomach, because I went to like cafe lingua and like aperitivo, and I spoke Italian there. So there's a close connection to food. And what else? And Swedish, it's transparent because I have forgotten most of it, but I kind of keep it in my pocket just in case I ever need it in any level.
So my mother language is Finnish, which I also use actively. So that's why it's in my mouth and in my brain, and also in the ears. And I also see it every day, everywhere. So that's why it's here in my eyes as well. And then there is Swedish, which is the first foreign language I learned. So, and of course, you all know that it's our other official language. So I see it every day. So it's also here in the eyes, and I also hear it every day or almost every day. So it's in the ears as well, and it's also here in my brains, because I feel like I actively try to remain the language skill. And then it's also in my stomach, because I don't use it actively as much as English or Finnish. So when I speak it, I know I can speak it, but I somehow feel like I have butterflies in my stomach because I get a bit nervous because I don't use it that much. Then there is French. I put it in my ears as well because I've been listening to many podcasts lately in French. And I also put it in my heart because I spent a year in Quebec, and that's where I learned it. So it's here in my heart, and it's also in my stomach because I don't use that one either actively. So I get quite nervous when I have to speak it. Okay. And it's also here in my feet. Someone, I think you, Camilla, described it well, that you feel like you're kicking it out because you don't use it actively, so it's kind of yeah. I'm afraid that I will lose it.
Mm-hmm.
Then there is English, and it's in my ears because, of course, nowadays pretty much everything is in English, and it's also in my brains because I think I use it pretty actively, and I put it also on my shoulders because I don't know, even though I don't want to have it with me, I always have it kind of with me because we want to stay everywhere. Then I put Polish and Hebrew because I have Polish Jewish heritage, so I put those languages in my heart, even though I don't use them or I don't even know even just a few words. I feel somehow connected to those languages. And then there is Spanish. I used to study it, but now I feel like I don't know even the basics of it, so it's also here in the pit. And then there is Italian. I don't know actually after hearing Hilla's description of it, why I put it in the nose, because I pretty much felt the same way that I've always loved Italian food, and that's one of the main reasons why I wanted to learn Italian, but I don't know, it's here in my nose.
Okay.
I love the smell of Italian, kind of.
So the blue one is Finnish, and obviously I'm Finnish, so I think everything in Finnish. The green one is English, and it's in my ears and in my eyes because, well, as Julia said, we basically hear and use English daily. I have to read a lot of articles in English because of my studies. The orange one is Swedish, and it's in my heart because I was an exchange student in Sweden, and I had a lot of fun there. I also have some relatives living in Sweden, so in that sense, it's an important language for me, and it's also in my hand or on my hand because because here in northern Finland you don't really use Swedish that much, but I always try to keep it at reach so I don't forget it. And the purple one at my feet is German because I've basically forgotten almost all German I've ever learned, and I feel like it's basically leaving my body. and the red one at my throat, it might look a bit brutal, but I mean it's Italian, and I drew it here because I hope that Italian ends up either in my eyes and ears and brain or in my heart, and it doesn't end up in my feet like German.